Can anybody hear me? Is anybody listening? Can anybody hear me breathe? Can anybody hear me speak? Am I the only one talking? Am I the only one speaking? Can anybody hear me? Can anybody see me? I don't need anybody around me telling me how I should be. I just wanna be me. I don't need anybody around me putting me down, telling me that I'm not worthy. 'Cause I know that I believe in me, and that's all that I need. Go ahead, say what you wanna say, 'cause you don't believe in me anyway. Go ahead and say those lies about me. You only know my name, not my story. Can anybody hear me? Is anybody listening? Am I the only one speaking? Am I the only one talking? Can anybody hear me? Is anybody listening? All those that hurt me in the past, they need just to go away. Why do they just keep haunting me in my dreams when they were the ones that bullied me? They need to leave me alone because they are no good people. They are unkind and heartless people, and I don't need those people around me. Is anybody hear me? Is anybody listening? Am I the only one talking? Am I the only one speaking? Can anybody hear me? Can anybody see me? Go ahead and say those lies about me. You know my name, not my story. You don't know me, so you shouldn't be talking. Go ahead and walk away. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody see me? Am I the only one speaking? Is anybody listening? Why am I the only one talking? Why am I the only one speaking? Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Why must I live every day with pain? Why must I face it every day alone? Why must I keep going in circles? Why must I keep twirling my head around? Why must I face all this pain and have no answers in front of me? Can anybody hear me? Is anybody listening? Can anybody hear me? Is anybody listening? Am I the only one speaking? Am I the only one talking? How do I face tomorrow, not knowing if I'll be okay? I try every day not to cry, but my emotions are so high. I don't know if tomorrow if I'll have another seizure. Is anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Is anybody listening? Am I the only one speaking? Am I the only one talking? Can anybody hear me? Is anybody listening? I just want someone to hold me and tell me that I'll be okay. Is anybody hear me? Is anybody listening? Oh, I don't need doubters around me. I don't need haters around me. I don't need those pulling me down, because I believe in me, and that's all I need. I don't need anybody hating me around me, because I know that I believe in me, and I know I can make it on my own, and that's all I need. Anybody hear me? Is anybody listening? anybody hear me? Is anybody listening? Am I the only one speaking? Am I the only one talking? Can anybody hear me? Is anybody listening? Oh, it's time I do what's best for me. I don't need anybody tell me that I'm not worthy, 'cause I'm gonna do what's best for me. I don't care what you gotta say, 'cause I don't need anybody pulling me down. Say what you wanna say and walk away. Is anybody listening? Can anybody hear me? Am I the only one speaking? Am I the only one talking? Can anybody hear me? Is anybody listening? Is anybody hear me? Is anybody listening? Why am I the only one speaking? Can anybody hear me? Am I the only one talking? Can anybody hear me? Is anybody listening? I just want someone to hold me and tell me I'll be okay. I don't know what'll happen tomorrow. I just wanna be okay. Why do I have to face all this pain on my own? Why must I have my emotions high? Why must I have these seizures every day? And I don't know if I'll be alright. Why am I facing all this all alone? How will I know if I'll be okay? Is anybody hear me? Is anybody listening? My head is spinning and I feel like I keep falling in deep and deep. It's getting harder and harder to breathe. I don't know if I've lost my way on my journey, but I know there are those who will try to bring me down, 'cause they don't want to see me succeed. Yeah, they need to get out of my way, 'cause I will achieve my dreams. No one's stopping me. Can anybody hear me? Is anybody listening? Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me breathe? Can anybody hear me speak? Am I the only one talking? Am I the only one speaking? Can anybody hear me? Can anybody see me?